is about a brother and a sister who are separated at a very young age because of the murder of their parents. And the sister goes away to prison for this murder, and they're separated for 20 years. During that time, he has no family. His family is obviously either dead or in jail. And he forges a new surrogate relationship with restaurant staff that he works with. You know, I was with Second City. I've done a lot of improv. I've done a lot of sketch writing, a lot of bar comedy, just a lot of sketch writing in general. So over time, my process for discovering myself as a writer came really through that. That's how I cut my teeth. My process is more just sitting down and really just, give me an idea of a relationship, brother and a sister, some kind of item that could fit on my hand, a menu, a location, Madison, Wisconsin, MADTOWN, the locals call it MADTOWN. And it really begins there, and it's just a mental blender of taking these things and starting to circulate them in my head. But for myself, since I kind of trained through improv and sketch writing in that format, it works really well for me, and I find that, in terms of striving for originality and trying to break cliche, it's an easier way to go about originality, right? Because I have no plan here to begin with. It doesn't mean I don't have emotional ties to the material. I certainly drag things from my own life. I'm a musician. I played music a long time, so there's a musical element, and using music as a healing device, as a through line in the film. The collection of vinyl comedy records, I've done that since I was a kid, old school comedy records. So I, brought that as a characteristic that one of our lead character has. So it's really just a combination of putting those things into a blender and inventing. It's a challenging way to write, but it's how I get there. There was always, in my opinion, a very passionate filmmaking community, small but passionate filmmaking community in Cleveland and Ohio. And so you make these friends over the years, and you got to wear a lot of hats if you're an Ohio-based filmmaker and just trying to survive and generate income working on industrials and all the different things that you need to do to survive. But I think it's a great way to get your chops in all different facets of it. Having watched a number of the filmmakers who are here, Mike Wendt, Tyler Davidson, who's had a phenomenal run, the Believeland movie, and the director being from Toledo, and just the fourth, Andre Hyland, who's from Cincinnati. It's just really cool to see this category, how much it's exploded, and what we're in this year. And I think it's sustainable. I don't think it's a one-off. We've climbed we're kind of over the other side of the mountain, and I think Ohio's proven itself to be a very viable and sustainable place for films to shoot. We have a phenomenal film commission and a welcoming community, and we have, of course, a tax incentive, and we're praying that goes through and it's a little bit higher, and so it's just kind of accumulation of years of watching many people and friends of mine at the ground level, the nuts and bolts level, trying to get films off the ground and watching the great films that are here this year and just being honored to be a part of it.